Assalamualaikum. This is Ajit Diagnostic. This is the CBC Diagnostics. The area of interest is the lower right for implant planning, and the low second and third quadrant will take you through the implant planning. First, this is the panoramic view. On the panoramic view, you can see that the lower right 5 has been root canal treated. This is the transaxial view, which is basically the proximal view. The lower right 5 is short, and the obturation is short by approximately 3.4 millimeters. Now moving to the lower right first molar, the lower right first molar is not root canal is root canal treated, but has a restoration and has a poorly obturated mesiobuccal canal and a very poorly obturated mesiolingual canal. Moving to the distal canal, you can see the distal canal is also very poorly obturated. Both the canals don't seem to be containing any obturation material. There is severe bone loss around the tooth. Measuring the ridge, we have approximately 10.5 millimeters of ridge width with approximately 19 millimeters of ridge height, but an immediate implant placement is going to be extremely difficult as there is significant bone loss surrounding the lower right first molar. The lower right second molar, we've got adequate bone available, but that bone is available at an angle. We've got 8.3 millimeters of ridge width with approximately 15 millimeters of ridge height. Now this is the upper left first premolar. As you can see, there is extreme sinusitis. The upper left first premolar has two canals. We can see affected dentine. We don't see a complete cavity yet, but we see affected dentine which is invading very close to the pulp. Moving to the upper right 5, we've got upper right 5 with two canals as well. There's a pulp stone present in the upper right 5. We've got affected dentine present here as well, but no periapical radiolucency, but extreme sinusitis. The upper right first molar, again, nothing significant of note except that there are pulp stones present and extreme sinusitis, but no periapical radiolucencies can be appreciated. We've got a class 1 cavity with infected dentine at the dentino-enamel junction, but nothing significant of note. Moving to the upper right 7, the upper right 7 unfortunately has a lesion present in the distal area involving the furcation as well. We've got a lesion which is involving the palatal as well as the distobuccal canal, and we can see extreme bone loss here as well. So just to give you an idea, this is the upper right 7. The upper right 7 has a distal lesion which is encroaching into the nerve space as well, and it is quite significantly invading the architecture of the tooth. This is the lower right second molar. This is the mesial root of the lower left second molar. My apologies. And then this is the distal root of the lower left second molar, and this is the mesial root of the lower left second molar. We've got two canals in the mesial, and we've got one canal in the distal. There's no periapical radiolucency associated, but this is the lower left first molar. The lower left first molar distal canal is obturated, but we do have a periapical radiolucency due to the short obturation. And then we've got the lower left first molar mesial root. Both the canals have been obturated, the mesiolingual and the mesiobuccal. We don't see a major periapical radiolucency, and we don't see any cracks associated with this tool, but a distal periapical radiolucency is visible. This is the axial view. This is the top to bottom view. Here you can see very clearly this is where the distal cavity in the upper left second molar is, and this cavity is actually in very close to the pulp and also very close to the crest of the ridge as well. Here you can see this is the pulp, this is the cavity. This cavity is also very close to the root space, and this is on the distal aspect of the upper left 7. We've got very significant bone loss in the upper left 7, which is visible right here between the upper left 7 and 8. Also, when we go towards the lower teeth, so this is the lower axial view. As you can see, we've got the lower left This is the lower left 7. And on the lower left 7, you can very clearly see that we've got two canals in the mesial, two canals in the distal. All four of them have been obturated, but we do have a periapical radiolucency right here associated with the distal canal. We've got periapical radiolucencies associated with the lower right 6 as well. So if you have any further questions, please feel free to reach to our team. Thank you very much.